Welcome back to HD Camping Adventures. It's the weekend again, which means we're heading out for another adventure. This time, we're bringing out the Pomoly Circle 6 hot tent for the first time this year, and it ends up getting put to the test with some unexpected weather. Stick around, this one gets interesting. The days are getting longer, and it's been a pretty mild run here on the west coast. Summer camping is definitely on the horizon, but this might be our favorite time of year. Everything's quieter, less crowded, just way easier to find camp spots. Give it a few weeks and we'll be driving a lot further to get the same experience, so we're soaking it in while it lasts. We've made it to our spot for the night. Somewhere we've been more than a few times, but it never gets old. The sun's breaking through, the river's moving beside us, and for a moment, everything feels just right. The perfect way to kick off the weekend. Time to start unpacking, and somehow the Jeep is completely packed again. No matter how hard we try to keep things simple, it never really works out that way. We actually picked up some new gear in our last video, didn't bring it on this trip, but if you haven't seen that one yet, it's definitely worth a watch. As we mentioned in the intro, we've got the Pomoly Circle 6 out for its first trip of the year. We've always thought of this as more of a milder weather hot tent. It's a lot bigger, but because of that, it doesn't hold heat quite as well as our Chalet 70, which has become our go-to for colder trips. That said, this thing is massive, and the big advantage is the space. You've got plenty of room to hang out and store all your gear comfortably. It does take a bit longer to get this one set up. It feels like we're putting up a circus tent, but at the end of the day, it goes up like most hot tents. Stake it out around the edges, raise the center pole, and you're good to go. This one does have an extra feature though, a circular pole around the top that pushes the walls out, which really opens up the space inside. This tent doesn't come with a floor, but we've got a fully enclosed inner tent that fits inside and becomes our sleeping area. It makes things a lot more comfortable and, more importantly, keeps us separated from the local residents, the small mice that live out here. We're still really impressed with that down duvet we picked up. It's super warm and it packs down way smaller than our usual bedding, which makes a big difference when space is tight. The morning started off calm, but that didn't last long. Out of nowhere, the wind starts coming off the river and it's picking up fast. Now we're rushing to get everything set up, just trying to get the tent closed up before it turns into a kite. Getting the stove set up is the final piece of the puzzle. We don't expect to need it just yet, but with the wind picking up, that could change pretty quickly, especially if we can't keep a fire going outside. Either way, we're definitely glad to have this tent today. It gives us a place to retreat if needed, with plenty of space to settle in and still enjoy the evening. So far, the tent seems to be holding up, but we're keeping a close eye on it. We've got a backup plan ready with the rooftop tent, just in case we turn around and find this one gone. According to the forecast, the wind is supposed to die down later this evening, and we're really hoping that's the case, because the plan is still to cook dinner over the fire tonight. It's time to start preparing some firewood, both for outside and cutting a few shorter pieces for the stove inside the tent. We're still wishing we had a chainsaw out here, but for now, we're making it work. I even decide to jump in and give Dave a hand today. We've got the fire going now, and the wind is starting to die down a bit. Luckily, we brought along our fire reflector today, which is really helping to block what's left of it. It's getting a bit colder now, but still manageable. Our Dutch oven will be making an appearance for dinner tonight, so it's time to start getting everything ready. We're going with something a bit hearty tonight, a chicken stew. It's perfect for colder evenings, easy to prep, and pretty low maintenance. Cooking over an open fire is always a treat, and if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know it's something we try to do as often as we can. For ingredients today, we have chicken, bacon, potatoes, carrot, onion, corn, peas, and fresh herbs. Prep time is about 15 minutes, and we plan to leave it on the fire for about an hour. It's actually turned into a beautiful night, and it's time to take the stew off the fire. Tonight we're serving it up in a bread bowl. We've been smelling it for a while now, and we've definitely been looking forward to this. We're out here a little later than we planned, but there's no way we're calling it a night without spending some time in the hot tent. So let's head inside, get the stove going, and warm up for a bit. Good morning, everyone. We ended up having a really great sleep last night. Everything's calmed down now, and there's no rush to get moving this morning. If you're looking to slow things down a bit, we actually filmed the river out here for a while. So if you want to experience this place the way we are right now, you can throw that on next. It's up on the channel. For us, this is what relaxing looks like. Coffee in hand, mountains all around, a fire going, and nothing to do but take it all in. But like always, the day starts to slip by and it's time to start breaking down camp. If you enjoyed this one, consider subscribing. It really helps support the channel. And if you're into the outdoors, be sure to check out some of our other videos and playlists. We've got a lot more camping, hiking, and road trip content with some big trips planned for this summer. Thanks for watching, and since you're still here, why not check out one of these videos?